toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Florida International Panthers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football Restate. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So FIU's offense will have the ball first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is popping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Inside, touchdown, FIU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change.
And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Davis will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kid Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, better look out! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Bully ball on third and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Punt is in the air on fourth down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Davis looking to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to pound their way in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Great job by the back on the option.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, fourth and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on fourth down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Vaughn. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
FIU will line up to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly complete. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Takes it from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Davis will throw. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll start this drive firing. Tight end getting vertical. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Smith wants to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Kruger. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He wants to throw it again. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at touchdown, Florida International. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. They'll leave it with him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Smith dropping to pass. He's got him. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Looking at a second and short now. He'll do it himself on the draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Makes the catch. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. Stumbled to the ground. And the Owls line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Sends it back in motion. Smith wants to throw. Working that left side now. Down-O's. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, running back on the move. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reese. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Burr. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Reese. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy. A 42-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Right on the money. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smith dropping to pass. Completes it in the middle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Just keeps slinging it. He's got his man. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Reese. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Davis looking to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Tight end now in motion. Barrels ahead. He's not going to make it. The defense stops the 2-point try, and this is still a 5-point game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on 2nd down. On target. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Smith wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 6th play of the drive coming up. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Owls! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt.
Florida Atlantic, 27. Florida International, 26.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Catch in the middle. It's Vaughn. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Now on second down. Pulls it in. It's Reese. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Davis will throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle. It's Reese. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack. Their third sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. He'll keep it himself. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Smith dropping to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Florida International offense is back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Davis looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Turning it on. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 7 over UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to pass on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Smith wants to throw. Big guy smells it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Florida Atlantic, 34.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Caught in the backfield. It's Reese. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Stone. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Panthers are flying down the field. He'll do it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it. And all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yep.
There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Stone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Vaughn. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this is